So what was the turning point that made you start PDS and all of this in this learning experience?
Actually, I was genuinely, I was pissed off about something. And, when I got the call.
Dan, got a little dirty Harry going on. I was pissed off.
What's that?
I said, Dan got a channel a little dirty Harry there. He got pissed off. So tell us about that.
Oh, big time. No, what got me upset was that the night I got the phone call that my offer was accepted and I was going to own a pharmacy, I'll never forget the moment. I thought to myself, you'd think I'd be excited, but I was nervous because I said to myself, there's something out there that I don't know, and I don't know what it is. Mm-hmm. So like everybody, I went to the most expensive business school on the planet. More expensive than Harvard, more expensive than Stanford or Wharton. Do you know what business school that is?
That's the Hard Knocks Business School. That's the
trial
and error business school. Yep.
Trial and error. And the first thing that I realized I didn't know was finance. I didn't know about financial statements, and I hired a mentor and really taught it to me in such a way that a light bulb went on. And now I teach a class in finance, and I can teach people I don't teach them how to do accounting. I want them to understand how to read the financials so that they can make business decisions in a more timely manner, because things will appear that you can see in your financials long before they manifest themselves to the naked eye. Mm-hmm. So that was the huge revelation. And what I got upset about really was, how could the pharmacy school put us out into the world so ill-prepared for the business of business?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was talking to the dean at my reunion. I'm sure he was looking at ways to get me to write a check. And he says, "Oh, do you want to have your name on this building or that building?" I was like, "Yeah, that doesn't really do anything for me." And we got talking about entrepreneurship. And he said, "Well, what do you think if we start an entrepreneur program? And would you be willing to participate? We can make an adjunct professor." And I'm like, "Oh."
You're like, "Oh, he's got me now." He's got me now. Yeah.
So the idea of, teaching finance from the beginning. Well, anyway, once I learned what I didn't know, I became, I'm not going to say a public speaker, I became an independent pharmacy activist.
Right.
I was out there trying, get myself out in as many events as I could to share the story of what I had discovered that we hadn't been taught in pharmacy school. And what happened that I wasn't expecting, I just wanted to be like an evangelist and share what I had learned that everybody didn't know.
Yep.
And to this day, by the way, 98% of small business owners, and I'm not just talking pharmacy, I'm talking all small business owners, don't know how to read a financial statement.
Yep.
And, if one simple question I can ask people to see if they need our help at PDS is, what three reports make up a financial statement?
Mm-hmm.
And they usually almost all get the P&L. 50% get the balance sheet, and 1% maybe get the statement of cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
Or understand.
I got money in the bank. What do I need to look at the statement of cash flow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all your listeners, I'll tell you, all your viewers here can relate to this. That famous call that we've all gotten from the accountant says, "I've got good news and I got bad news. What do you want first?"
I thought every accountant started the call like that. That's not. I thought all accountants started the call.
That's
like
what he
that.
said. All right, so go ahead.
So what's the good news?
Yeah, give me the good news.
Is you made a lot of money last year.
Yep.
And he said, "Great. What's the bad news? You owe a lot in taxes."
Yeah.
How much do I owe in taxes? $40,000. What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have $40,000. How's that possible? That happens. I think everybody I bet if we could turn the cameras on your viewers, they'll all be nodding their heads.
That was me.
They've all gotten that call.
Or it's in a DR fees now, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's ways to mitigate everything.
Yep.
There's ways to mitigate things, a right way. And pharmacy is changing dramatically right now. Mm-hmm. And, I want to be, some chat groups or whatever are calling on thinking that PDS is in its demise. And I was like, no, we're transforming. We're transforming.
Just like
we want to be ahead of that change and bring that to people. We are working on things, services now. Services. This is changing from a primary. You will always be dispensing. However, there will be other services now that, by our accounts, an average pharmacy doing, let's say, $4.5 million of revenue, an average pharmacy can add about $500,000 a year in gross profit